Hi, my name is Idris Kamoga, and yes, it's a Friday, and we want to have our question and answer session. Remember, we promised that every Friday we'll spare some time, about 10 minutes, to come to you, and we'll be picking these questions from the comment sections. Where you go and probably be able to, if you've watched our previous video or a past video and you feel you have some clarity that you'd want us to raise, or probably some comments to make. So that's why we're here today, and we'll be picking five every week. There are so many, but we'll be coming to you. Probably if you don't get a chance to get yours picked this time around, just have an assurance that on the next session or the upcoming session, we'll probably giving everyone a chance, and we'll be probably mentioning your name and you know and your question, so that you can be able to get some. But of course, we want to thank everyone that has followed us for all this time. Please keep those questions coming. Trust me, we will get to your question and we will give you accurate, and it will be a practical answer in this case. So we want to dive in very quickly. We want to read these comments. It's all about learning how to do tourism as a business, right? So we want to, I'll be reading your question or comment, or probably see how we can give you some advice on a few things here and there. So if we can start, we have I have Kefa. Kefa, you said, hello, I am Kefa, someone with 1 million. I want to start a tour company. Eh? I should tell you how you use that 1 million. I think 1 million Uganda shilling, not $1 million. The 1 million Uganda shilling, I think, is about close to $285 or $300. Now, Kefa, if I were you, I would invest that 1 million in product knowledge. You see? Because ideally, even when you have $1 million and you bring it to start a tour company, whatever, a tourism business, without enough product knowledge, accurate product knowledge, in other words, you don't know how to do this business. We've made so many videos about tourism product knowledge. You must know everything. That's very important. So I would invest that, and there are so many consultants that would probably pick that amount of money. And look, that will be a wealth of knowledge for you, and you'll be able to learn how to start, how to run, how to grow and manage your tourism business. So 1 million Uganda shilling, yes, it is good enough for you to acquire product knowledge. And I think if you remember well, I've already said why some companies are not growing up to speed. It's because they literally started without product knowledge. But if you acquire, if you take time in preparation, and one step to preparation is getting enough product knowledge. So I'll do that. So 1 million, $285 to $300, I would invest it into product knowledge. Trust me, it will be very good for you, and you'll start. Okay, I hope you've, Kefa, you're sorted right. Isabella, Isabella, thank you so much. You said, Mr. Idris, I want to thank you for your video, and I watched almost all of them, and you need help on pricing and packaging. I'm from Kenya. Be blessed. Yes, you're from Kenya, Nairobi. Pricing and packaging. Still, I take you back to product knowledge. You see, product knowledge is very important. Now, Before you get to packaging and pricing, something that you must know, you must know the attractions, you must know the experiences, the duration of these experiences. And if you read our website or even one of our videos that we've done, we've already said the quickest way you can get product knowledge is through farm trips. You can start by visiting, these places. Then immediately after getting all that information, pricing and packaging will be very easy. Pricing and packaging will be very easy for you. But remember, there are several factors that you would probably need to know, before diving into pricing. We've talked about number of people, the rooming, we've talked about preferred accommodation, experiences that people will be doing, mode of transfer, all those attributes, these are aggregates that can help you form a price. You see? The packaging, you must know the product. From what point to another point to another point, how are they accessing? So I feel that you need to either speak to a consultant and get trained on how to do packaging. After knowing how to do packaging perfectly, then your costing will be a walk in the park. Yes, I think Isabella, you've got something there. Caleb Kisache, talk about the vans. I think we got this comment from how to acquire your first Land Cruiser. If you remember well, Caleb, you came in with this. Well, vans, I think you're talking about drone-like vehicles, right? For starters, yes, you can invest in a van. Literally, I believe these are not tourist vehicles. They are meant to be luggage vehicles. To us, we call them luggage vans, especially if your market is high end, because you cannot have a tourist sitting. But I've seen them on the road. I've seen them on the road, and I think it's very hard to find those that are selling by NGOs or UN, UNHCR, something like that, as opposed to Land Cruisers. But if you're looking at the vans, I think you can have a van, go to a bond, to a car dealer, buy your van, make sure that you state the purpose of the van. I think it can be taken for conversion before even it is being issued with the plates, so that you can have tax-free. You have it tax-free, so that you don't have to pay a lot of money. You can be exempted, because tourism in Uganda, you can have a vehicle as long as it's for tourism purpose. It gets tax exemption. So about vans, the old style, but vans are very cheap. You can get them about 10,000, even less than 10,000 US dollars. Not customized. But previously we were looking at a safari jeep that can go even up to 70, 80,000 US dollars. But for the vans, but I would stick to one is try as much as possible to have your tourists using a 4x4 Safari Land Cruiser, no matter the situation. Vans are not custom made for tourists, but instead for luggage purposes. All right, Francis Guide, you said the next topic, market research. We've talked about market research, Guide. We've talked a lot about market research, and we said if you want to understand market for your tourism business, before you start it, before you even think about who do you want to serve, and answer that question. Who do you want to serve? is a VIP end customer? You want to serve a budget customer? The answer that you're going to have, it will help you customize your resources, customize your products, customize everything to that market. Otherwise, the fact we start without having done any market research, we don't know who we are serving, we end up directing different resources to a different market audience. So I want you to ask yourself, who am I going to be serving while I am starting this business? Even to a hotel. I'll give you an example. Kampala Serena Hotel, from inception, I think they said, no, our foundation should cater for high-end clientele. So that's why you don't see Kampala Serena has a room of $50, right? So ask yourself that. Market research starts with you. Who do you want to serve? However, we've already said, and I will repeat, try to create supply where there is demand. See where demand is. Ask yourself, what are they demanding for? In other words, are you able to solve their problem? A simple equation. If you can have that, every business is surviving on problem solving. So if you cannot solve a problem of your customers, then your product has, so bring in a product that literally has a solution to your clients' needs and interests. I think that can help you. Good. And our last question from Yvonne. You want a business plan. You asked me how much is it. Okay. Now, a business plan, actually a tourism business plan is more academic. It's more academic. And when you ask me how much is it, you come to me, I'll draft a business plan and I'll give it to you. It's more academic. But what do I want you to pick from the business plan? At least pick a section of the action plan. The action plan is more specific than a business plan. A business plan is general, it's academic. You will shelve it and you're not going to implement it. But the action plan is a series of activities that will help you start from 1 to 10, and you'll be able to document all that. You'll be able to know how you've done action A, from which month have you done that, how has it been successful, etc, etc.